Lion of Libya, to others the villain of Africa's nightmare size. But his story, it's way more complicated than the headlines. When Gaddafi seized power in 1969, he was just 27. At first, he poured Libya's oil money into free schools, hospitals, and roads. For a while, Libya had one of Africa's highest standards of living. But the dream faded fast. Gaddafi's rule tightened. Dissent wasn't allowed. Human rights? Not so much. Still, Gaddafi thought big, way beyond Libya. He dreamed of a United States of Africa, a single currency, and a united military. He spent billions on infrastructure, banks, and peacekeeping missions across the continent. Some say these ambitions made him a target for Western powers, who didn't want a strong, independent Africa challenging the status quo. In 2011, Libya exploded. Protests, war, and NATO bombs. Gaddafi was killed, but his death wasn't the end. It was the start of chaos. Libya fell into civil war, and today, the country's still split between rival groups, struggling to find peace. So, was Gaddafi Africa's lost dream, or its worst nightmare? I'll let you decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk on Africa's past and future.
Continent so rich that emperors gave away gold by the ton, yet centuries later, it was left in chains. Welcome to Brud for Africa Hidden Truths. I'm here to crack open a chapter of history that's often ignored, and trust me, it's about to get real. Let's rewind to the golden age of Africa. Picture Mali in the 14th century. Mansa Musa, the emperor, was so rich that his pilgrimage to Mecca literally changed the world's economy. He had more gold than you could ever imagine. Mali, Ghana, Songhai, Ethiopia, these weren't just kingdoms, they were powerhouses. Cities like Timbuktu were buzzing with scholars, libraries, and traders. Africa was a jewel, and everyone knew it. But then everything changed. Around the 15th century, Europeans came. First as traders, then as conquerors. What started as trading goods quickly became the brutal business of trading humans. Over 12 million Africans were ripped from their homes and forced across the Atlantic. Families destroyed, cultures shattered, futures stolen. The richest kingdoms crumbled not just from lost people, but from lost trust. And here's the hardest truth of all. While Africans were forced to build wealth in America and Europe, Africa itself was drained. Generations of leaders, thinkers, and builders gone. Even after slavery ended, Africa's wounds were deep. Colonizers drew borders, grabbed resources, and spread lies about Africa's past to justify their greed. But, and this is important, Africa was never poor. Africa was made poor. The good news? That's changing. Young Africans today are rewriting their story. They're building tech, making art, launching businesses, and learning the truth about their history. From Lagos to Nairobi, from Brazzaville to Johannesburg, hope is rising. So if you're listening, share this message. Africa's story isn't just about pain, it's about power, pride, and the strength to rise again. Stay informed, stay proud, and remember, history is only hidden until you choose to see it.